Welcome back to Stooge Club. I am your host, the Stooge, and this is part one of my DVD and Blu-ray collection. This is going to be an extremely long-running series that's going to take forever to get through and will never end because I keep buying new stuff, which... Anyway, so let's go through the stuff that I've watched recently. So recently being the past sort of 6 weeks or so. I also do sell DVDs and Blu-rays, so make sure you check my eBay site. The description is in the link is in the description below. It's UK only. I tried my best to do the best with prices and stuff so everyone gets a good deal and everyone's happy. But anyway, go check it out if you're interested. Stuff's there, if not, whatever. First up, if you haven't bought this yet, this is the Flash Gordon Studio Canal Blu-ray remaster. Fantastic disc. This is the 1-disc version. There is a 2-disc version. And there is a limited 5-disc version. If you're a collector, honestly, just get the 1-disc version at the very, very least. If you just want to watch the movie and you're a collector, you have to have this. If you're a hardcore Flash Gordon fan, try and get your hands on that 5-disc set. It looks amazing. Okay, next up, I watch everything, like everything. So 22 Jump Street. This is actually pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Jonah Hill, Channing Tatum. It's a good sequel. Tomb Raider. So Amazon had a Blu-ray sale recently. Blu-rays were like $2.50 a piece for brand new Blu-rays. So I just bought a stack of stuff. So you're going to see a whole bunch of sealed ones in the next episode. But Tomb Raider, it was really good. I really enjoyed this. It's a decent action movie and with some decent acting in it. This I've never heard of, but hey, Tom Hanks, you give it a go. A hologram for the king. This is a great little movie about a guy trying to sell his technology in Saudi Arabia, and it's like his last shot, and things are going poorly, and it's really cute. It's really good. Standoff. So this is Lawrence Fishburne, Thomas Jane. The whole thing is set in one house. And it's two guys who want to kill each other locked in a house. Pretty damn good, actually. Very cheaply made, shot in Canada, but for what it is, I really enjoyed it. Oblivion wasn't too bad. I didn't mind it. It's Tom Hanks Tom Cruise sci-fi movie. You know what you're getting in for with Tom Cruise. No matter how insane and crazy the dude is, he is a fantastic actor. So it was this really good, interesting movie with some really cool sci-fi thread points. And clearly they only had Morgan Freeman for a couple of days, but they got as much out of him as they could. Identity Thief. I'm not a huge fan of Melissa McCarthy, but I'm a huge fan of Jason Bateman. Melissa McCarthy was kind of contained in this, and this is a cute little comedy. Worth checking out. You'll find that I like movies. I don't really, unless it's really bad, I'm not going to shit all over it. Halo Nightfall. It's actually pretty good. What's this dude's name? I always forget. Mike Colter. Mike Colter was really good in it. I enjoy. Look, it's not a great, brilliant movie, but if you're a fan of Halo, it's a cool little side story in the Halo universe with some Space Marines. Like, I enjoyed it. This was a fantastic movie. Now, this is a must-watch if you're any kind of movie fan. Absolutely have to have this. The Peanut Butter Falcon. Just wow. Dakota Johnson, Shia LaBeouf were amazing. John Hawkes, I believe this dude's name is. He's so good. This is so heartwarming, but yet dirty and real and visceral. And it's Shia LaBeouf reminding you, like, I am a great actor. Don't forget that. This was just an amazing movie. And if you're a wrestling fan, there's a wrestling thread in that as well. So it's, a little hook for you. So I found one of these on Blu-ray. I'm like, cool, I'll grab the other one. Could not find it anywhere for a decent price. It's like £20, which was insane. So I had to get Tekken 1 on DVD for like $150 and Tekken 2 on Blu-ray for like £2, I think. I'll be honest with you, Tekken 2 was the better movie, which is really weird. You'd think it's worse, but it's not. Tekken 1 was okay. Like, it's a pretty decent little action movie. It had a couple of really cool threads in it, characters from the actual series, like that's Steve Fox. Yes! But Tekken 2 built on it and kind of expanded the world, and I really hope they make a third one or like a few Tekken side stories, like, because Tekken 2 kind of felt like another story happening at the same time or just after a type thing. It kind of not bad. Look, they're cheap action movies. They're not going to be world-changing movies, but it was fun. It was fun. You can hear my voice is giving out a little bit because I got a touch of the flu. One of the best double features I've ever done, the Raid 1 and 2. And you know what? I should have thought about it and done a triple feature and thrown the Karl Urban Dread in there, because it's basically a remake of the first Raid movie. If you haven't seen these, absolutely brilliant action films. The martial arts choreography is just on another level. It's insane. It is insane. These are such amazing movies. And the Raid 2 does the Infernal Affairs thing, where Infernal Affairs 3 picks up the next day. The Raid 2 picks up the next day. It's pretty cool. This was a crazy movie, but I really liked it. And it's based off a real-life story. This is called Army of One. This is a story of Gary Faulkner, who thinks God is telling him to go to Iraq and kill Osama bin Laden, and he's the only one who can do it. He's played by Nicolas Cage, and God is played by Russell Brand. Do you need to hear anything else about this to go want to watch it? Really? Based on a true story. If you want a fun night in, The Meg, come on. Jason Statham versus a giant shark. Yeah, it's Jason Statham this big versus a thing this big. It's awesome. This was cute. This is really cute. Chips was fun. Dax Shepard and Michael Pena. Michael Pena is amazing in it. Dax Shepard he's a decent actor. Like, he's not bad. He's never going to be an Academy Award-winning actor, but the roles he picks, he plays very well. If you like those fun remake comedies like Starsky and Hutch and that type of thing, even 21 Jump Street, Chips fits right into that. It is a high-concept comedy remake of an original 70s TV show. This was amazing. Free Fire. Never heard of it. It was £2. I just looked at the actors in it and went, cool. Armie Hammer, Brie Larson, Cillian Murphy. Like, I didn't really need to know anything else, but Noah Taylor's in it as well. There's a bunch of really, really good actors in this. The only way I can describe this is, have you ever wondered what a movie would play out like if everyone was a bad guy and every bad guy had been shot in the leg within the first 15 minutes? So everyone's stuck on the ground, still trying to kill each other. That's Free Fire. Set in, I think, the 70s? It's set during the IRA wanting to blow stuff up, so they're trying to buy weapons from Americans, and it's really good. A movie that most people have forgotten about, the big hit. Mark Wahlberg, Lou Diamond Phillips, Christina Applegate, Antonio Sabato Jr. This is a great comedy from the 90s that has that real 90s aesthetic to it. Like, it is the 90s all over this movie. All over it. But it's fun and big and brash. It kind of reminds you of what would happen if you turned a John Woo movie into a comedy, because the action sequences are really good. Now, some of the special effects don't hold up. Some of the quote unquote, relationships in this movie maybe don't hold up. But if you can just remember this was made in a different time in a different place, watch it for what it is. It's a fun, dumb action comedy. Justice League Dark. This is pretty good. This is what happens when the Justice League lose and Constantine finally has to man up and fix things. It's when they need magic and more than just their superpowers to be able to win. This is part of the DC straight to home video series. Some are better than others. Look, Batman Hush, compared to the original story, no. Just no. This one was really good. There was, I think this is the last one in the series. I think there was there a Batman? There's a Batman Samurai one that was really good. There's a whole bunch of them. You're going to see more coming up. I'll remember as we see the covers of them, like what they're about and so on. But this one was one of the better ones and definitely worth checking out if you're into the DC direct-to-home animation. We've only got a couple left. Really cool. Brightburn. Really enjoyed it. It's what if the Superman mythos was turned on its head and he doesn't grow up as a hero. He grows up to be the villain. Really interesting high concept. Elizabeth Banks, really well acted by her. Like, she plays the mother of, like, you know, the kid who's going to grow up to be Superman, who grows up to be Zod. It's a really interesting concept, and I wish it had done better so we could have seen more movies in the series, but it looks like this is going to be it. Maybe like they could turn this into a sort of smaller TV series where, you know, he's the overarching villain and, you know, we start meeting more people with powers or something. I don't know, like maybe sort of like a Heroes, maybe. But this was pretty interesting, really well done, and it's more a horror movie than a hero movie, superhero thing. I don't know which one of these two to do next because they're just, okay, look, I'll do it this way just for the classic. So Tom Hanks, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, the Mr. Rogers story. Mr. Rogers is the greatest human being to ever live. I don't think it's a stretch saying that. And the only person who could ever play him is Tom Hanks. If this movie doesn't make you feel, you have no soul. Like, this is one of those movies, and this is one of those Tom Hanks performances. The subject matter, again, of Fred Rogers is one that is hard to touch. Like, if you do this wrong, bad. They didn't do it wrong. They did Fred Rogers' legacy such amazing, beautiful justice. This is a must-watch. Another must-watch, and some of you kids out there may not have even heard of this movie, which baffles my mind because you know the references, you've probably seen memes about it, but you probably don't even know where they come from. It's The Princess Bride, and it's completely inconceivable that you don't know what this is. Some of you are going to get that reference. This is a Rob Reiner film from the 80s. It's the greatest fairy tale never told. It's the easiest way to describe it. This movie was so good that people thought it was based off a book because the concept is Columbo is telling Fred Savage, who's sick, his grandson, a story, and he pulls out this book and starts reading from it, and the book is A Princess Bride. So people started looking for the book. So the screenwriter of the movie had to write a novelization of the movie, which is also amazing because it's like it adds bits and stuff, and Princess Bride is so good. If you have kids, you should watch this. If you are a kid at heart, you should watch this. If you just want to sit back and enjoy a real love story, a true fairy tale, some swashbuckling, some revenge, a tale of fantasy, watch The Princess Bride. And last one. Got this for £1 at a charity shop. I could not believe my eyes when I saw this there. I'm like, oh, oh, oh. The Steam Boy Special Edition box set. Let me move that back a little bit. So this is a big boy box set. So it's a big boy box set. So let's have a look at what's in here. You get the 2-disc Director's Cut Special Edition of Steam Boy with the slipcase cover and the gatefold with amazing artwork. Like the artwork just continues and continues. And in here, got a little chapter sleeve slip thing, which is very cool. But that's the standard 2-disc. Oh, and some more artwork on the back there. But that's the standard 2-disc special edition. The extra stuff that comes with this is a Japanese comic book. Yes, a manga. And a translation sheet so you can actually read it if you can't read Japanese. An art book. And look at the, just the quality of this amazing art book. And in here we have some limited edition postcards, art cards, frames from the movie. You get the idea. It's an amazing collector's edition box set. The funny thing is, even though it's limited, not many people are aware that it exists. So it's actually not too hard to get. So if you're a fan of anime, manga, whatever you want to call it, people say different things, whatever it is, I don't care. This is an amazing, beautiful movie with just some gorgeous art. And if you can get the Director's Cut 2-disc box set with all of that awesome extras for cheap, definitely worth investing in. Well, that's part 1, and let me be perfectly honest with you, I haven't even scratched the surface of scratching the surface of scratching the surface yet. This is going to take a long, long time. Let me just give you a little quick look here. We've got those, and we've got shelves of those, and we've got shelves of those, and this is all the new stuff that's coming in. So we're going to be at this for a while, folks. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know what you've been picking up. How cool is this little score? I'm very happy with that for £1. How is it still there? Anyway, thanks for watching. I've been your host, The Stooge, and don't forget, adventure, excitement. Stooge craves not these things. Welcome to the Stooge Revolution.